You know what I mean? But we can't forget about old boy in San Diego for the Chargers, whose dad played a very vocal part in his contract. He just wasn't on the spotlight. Who? Bosa.
Oh, I didn't follow that.
First rookie to ever hold out.
Well, there was Eli did the same thing to San Diego.
Right, but no. Eli didn't hold out.
No,
Eli demanded a trade. Well,
yeah.
Archie Manning fucking had a large hand in that. I mean, his dad's a vet. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he talked to the right people. He spent his whole
career on a trash
but
team.
Bosa was just.
I didn't follow the Bosa thing.
If I'm not mistaken, he was a Badger or he was a Buckeye. He was from Ohio or he's from Wisconsin. But he's a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah,
Granted, he's a beast, right?
Yeah.
He's white.
Yeah.
The NFL is kind of driven on the back of many blacks.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? But first rookie to not sign his rookie contract was Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
All right? We didn't see his dad in the media.
Yeah.
But best believe he played a large part in that.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah.
So if I said, oh, his dad's obnoxious. You know, he's, you know, but he's as for the white cause. I understand it. It was kind of like that. I didn't mean it. I
see what you're saying, but I think it's different because black people are in a struggle right now.
But is it though?
I think so. Yeah.
You said, but the black family brand, bro.
It is. It's a black owned brand.
But
right?
it's. I mean, it kind of.
If you're saying you should transcend that,
right? If somebody,
it
shouldn't be about the fact that, he's black
I get
or
that.
Asian
but when people are oppressed or anything like that, I'm gonna celebrate.
I'll tell you
when
what
it goes against that. You know what I mean?
His sons, say, you know, again, blacks are oppressed in America.
Yep.
But they had a great upbringing, dude. They had a great father, mother and father in the same household.
I think that's great.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it just plays into when
I see what you're saying. You're saying you expect a black family to not be like that.
Well,
so
no.
They are.
No, when someone says, well, it's the black, you know, a black family business, it kind of plays into it a little bit.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see it a different way though, because I see it that there's not a lot of black owned brands. So I want to celebrate when there is. Well, just like I celebrate a Latino owned brand or whatever.
Well, there's not, because they're less likely to get business loans.
Exactly.
Because they don't want residual
so
wealth
when there is,
passed amongst black communities and Latin American communities. They don't want them to have residual money to pass down to their family.
Exactly. That was my whole point. Is I'm going to celebrate when they do that. Loan. And I hate the balls, like personally, but I'm going to celebrate the fact that they're doing good things for themselves, like and just not even as a black father, just as a father in general. Right. He was there for his kids.
Sure.
I'm a
that's
very
more
I'm
the that's more the standout anyway though.
Yeah, I'm a very white guy without a father in my life, really. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So so I'm gonna celebrate that too.
Right, but for every black family that makes up America that is not driven by a father, there are 10 white families.
Definitely.
So the whole even bringing that up it's invalid, because white America's looms a lot larger than black America. Right. No, I'm not trying to say, you know, it's completely off, but what I'm saying is it's the same thing with I bring it up with one of my buddies when they're talking about diabetes.
Yeah.
And that Latin women above the age of 60 are more prone to becoming diabetics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When really they make up a smaller part of America.
Yeah.
Along with blacks.
Yeah.
Them two together, they make up maybe say 28% of America, blacks and Latinos. Yeah. And when you're bringing up the numbers as far as who's more likely to become a diabetic, it's shied away that whites have more diabetics than any race in this country. And the reason why they do that, again, and the reason why when you Google it, is because they play up a smaller part, right?
Yeah.
But if they outnumber them by 10,000, why isn't that the vocal part? Why isn't that said first?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like you almost have to go fishing for details, right? And then when you fish for the details, you find out, wow, hold on, white America's fucked, right?
It is. Yeah.
But mind you, too, keep in mind, I'm half black, Americans. I'm half white. I got a son who's quarter black, quarter white, and Mexican.
Listen to him do the
math. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. I know this is getting a little too deep. I know this is getting.
This is the thing. There's two white Americas, though. There's two white Americas.
How's that?
There's the upper middle class and above, and then there's the poor whites.
No, they're not.
And there's a division between that.
They're definitely not.
But no. But the two white Americas will get the same privileges. I'm not saying
No. Wait. They may not need the same privileges because the lower class white America needs Medicare, needs Medi-Cal, right?
Yeah.
The higher ups they don't. But
that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
But when it comes to an older white lady doing 20 and a 60, and she gets stopped on the freeway, it's more of a laughable case.
Definitely, yeah.
But let it be a grandmother of 10 who's black, it's now played up to be that she's crazy and she's taken forcefully.
Yeah.
She's handcuffed for sure. Yeah. For sure she's handcuffed. It's just, I think the racial division is for sure an agenda.
Yeah.
But I think the racial division grows stronger every time us normal folk in society make it that.
I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't necessarily agree, but it's possible.
It does. It keeps the fuel on a small level.
See,
on a small level.
There's two ways to see it, though. That's either you're thinking, oh yeah, you throw fuel on the fire, or you keep it a topic of discussion. There's two ways to look at it. Because if you don't bring it up when people are being oppressed, you know what I mean? There's a different way to look
just stirring the fear, though, player.
It could be.
It's not productive, dude. But this day and age, it's not productive, dude. It's put on the front page because they want to keep the stir. They want to keep the division.
Yeah, there's some of that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not.
There's some of that, but I'm saying just bringing it up in general isn't necessarily fuel to the fire.
Sure. No, between me and you talking about a subject that involves two different races, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. But you know, another thing is
I know what you mean, though. People shoehorn it in like, oh, by the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get that. Yeah.
That's you know, but that
my
then
thing
after
with
that
LeVar Ball was not.
No, I know that. I know that. But just speaking, you know, in general, on what happens between two races having dialogue together.
Yeah.
Race is normally brought up.
Yeah.
And in turn, it does. You know, it could be a laughing matter. It could be a mechanism to break the ice. Yeah. You know, but realistically, the more that's used, the worse it is for all of us. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that has to be.
That could be
the.
I think it depends. There's got to be a turning point where we can stray away from it, but I don't know if we're there yet.
No, definitely not. Definitely.
Because the thing is, like,
this is just my point of view too. Yeah, I'm not trying to berate something, dude. I'm just
people take offense to racial things too. That when people just want to have a dialogue. Black Lives Matter was just, can we have a dialogue? That's all it was. But people took it as an offense. So like, they brought out, you know, all lives matter, blue lives
matter. Right.
And like, all lives matter is basically like, you know, when you're a kid and you're playing pretend and you're like, oh, I have a machine gun. No, I have a bazooka or whatever. Right. And then someone's basically like, well, I'm everything proof.
Right.
That's all lives matter.
Yeah, but no,
I'm everything proof. So nothing you say, no criticism, no, we're not talking about your issue.
I can dig it.
You know what I mean?
I can dig
That's
that.
what all lives matter is. It's being a little kid.
Yeah.
And like plugging your ears saying, la, 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 no, I'm not going to hear you. That's
right.
So if we have people like that, we haven't turned the page yet where we can just not bring up race.
Well, I mean,
but you're right. If it's a story about some random shit, you know,
and that's all we see though. That's you know, that's part of the reason why, like, I've strayed away from social media in general because I see the demise of people. I see the ugly in people, and
like I said, I think it just exposes it though. I don't think it's creating that.
I think it's
people just don't have an outlet to show that shit. You're right, but this is my
fanning
point.
The flame.
This is my point though. You have to. Shit has to come to the surface for you to take care of it.
I agree.
So that's my optimism about it. That's my optimism about the current presidency and all that. Show it. Everyone stand up, shout how racist you are, how you hate immigrants, all that. So we can chop them down, fix it with education and exposure. That was the word I couldn't think of last week. I kept messing up on the podcast.
Yeah.
Exposure. That's one of the most important things. When both of us were raised around every race you can think of.
Right.
So I have an appreciation for every culture out there.
Yeah.
Like, I think every culture out there is dope. And that's my whole problem with the Bay Area. All these techies move here, but they bring no culture. Bring some culture. Open some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I talked to a guy from Missouri.
Right.
And he just moved here. I've talked to a lot of guys. I'm like, where's the barbecue joint then? You know what I mean? Missouri's supposed to have the barbecue. Where's it at? You're not bringing any culture. Bring some culture if you're gonna make the rents go up.
No, you're gonna reap the rewards and hightail it out of here
and not give us some cue.
Yeah, no, you're gonna reap the rewards and hightail it out when shit hits the fan. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
it's just it's crazy. I'm sorry for pounding this topic.
Yeah, no,
but
I think it was good to get it out.
It was on my head. I had to
that was the hard part because
say a few things about it. You know,
last week I didn't really vocalize.
No, you guys did a bang up job. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for getting that done. I'm not a correspondent. I'm actually the header of this show. This guy just works the keyboard. He doesn't. He just taps the keys in the background. He doesn't even research shit. But it's cool though.
Shoot from the hip.
Shoot from the hip. Sorry for making this all about something so serious.
Let's really throw some jokes around.
Oh, we could do that.
But the thing is, it was important, especially like the Philando Castile thing. Like I said last week, it was a tragedy. It was heartbreaking, and I think it brought up good questions. So I think just as a person that watched those heartbreaking moments, his last moments, I want them to mean something.
Sure.
Even though I didn't know him,
right.
Never met him, nothing like that.
Right.
I still think his life can be meaningful, and it should be. You know what I mean? Be.
You're right.
And so you cops, please just be nice. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Grab your taser. You don't have to reach for your gun.
Yeah.
Not everybody with dreads is out to get you. All right?
Seriously.
Let's be cool about it. All right?
Yeah, to the good cops, thank you for fighting a good fight. You know what I mean? There's that one cop who's like super nice. You see him in the South.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him.
Yeah,
That's how police should be. I mean, what he does is extra, but I mean, you could be towards that line. You don't have
But it's at a time right now where you just can't let your guard down around different races.
And let's not get back into this, man.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we're going to end up wrapping this up.
Yeah, everyone stay safe out there. I heard people are getting beat up, so chill.
Yeah, be cool.
Sweet love, sweet love.
The Humble Finesses on air with Ave and Dylan Sesko.
Sweet, sweet love.